Hello and welcome back to Tales from the Age of Men, and we're here at UMBAR. Oh yes, UMBAR's Haven, in fact. If you'd like to download the mod, by the way, there is a link in the description, and indeed, we're going to be going into this siege right now. Let's see how we do. I'm hopeful very much that we're going to be able to do this with minimal casualties, then we can move on to another UMBAR town. Funnily enough, I actually feel like maybe, just maybe, we might be able to completely and utterly dominate UMBAR very, very quickly, and then we can basically backtrack, go back to where we were before, go back to the previous faction that we were fighting, Harad, and just do some damage. Oh yeah, just do so much damage there. Now let's see if we can actually make something happen here. Obviously, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try a similar thing to what I did last time, because I really do want to level up my athletic skill. Athletic skill is going to be so incredibly useful for us that it is yes, this is a problem. It's kind of very, very necessary for us to level this up. Unfortunately, the enemy is kind of making this difficult. Yeah, they're kind of making it a little bit difficult. Maybe I can do something. Nice. Yeah, ow. That's exactly what I was talking about. Massive, massive damage coming in. Oh, maybe we could do something. We might be able to do something here. As long as I can kind of prevent myself from getting shot. That's all that I can really try to do. Because the shooty-shoot action that the archers have are... it's very damaging. Let's just say that. It's very, very damaging. And one thing I have to remember. We cannot charge in randomly. We cannot charge in randomly. Like, that is just fundamentally not what we want. We do not want to do that, because that's going to provide us with a very quick death indeed. Gonna tell my forces to charge in now. Gonna try to do some damage to these guys coming down the stairs. No, we're fine. Okay, oh, that guy's throwing... Did you see that? That guy just threw a rock. I can't believe it. He threw Dwayne at us. That's not very nice of him, is it? No, that is not very nice. Okay, well, let's just see if we can maybe... Oh, no, we're okay, we're okay. Okay, how are we doing, actually? We're doing really badly, actually. We're doing very badly. I'm very surprised, to be honest. I thought we would have a pretty simple time here. I can't use this ladder, unfortunately. Would have been nice to be able to. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, I think I know what the problem was. I did not tell my people to consolidate in the same area. If I told them to consolidate in the same place, we would have had an insanely easy time of things. It would have been really, really simple for us to win with minimal casualties. You can see here we are actually opening up the gate, which is perfect. Because if we can open up the gate, what that's going to do is that will hopefully allow us to distract the opponent, first of all. I do need to be a little bit careful here. Wow, okay, yeah, this is a bit of a problem. I mean, we are going to win this, I think, just purely because I feel like I think we have more numbers, don't we? Yeah, I think we have more numbers. I wish I had a thrown weapon or two now, because, as you know, I am very slow. My movement speed with our character here is very, very slow, so it's highly unlikely I'm going to be able to do anything against these guys. I could switch to one-handed. Should I just switch to one-handed? Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to make any difference now, considering... Yeah, you know what? Let's switch. Let's do it. Okay, come on. Ready? Ready? Come on now. Show me what you got. Show me what you got, you imbecile. Ah, apparently they do not want to fight. Now they do, of course. Wow, that was a nice hit. That was a nice hit right there. Ah, unfortunate that we are now... No. Ah, yeah, there we go. I don't know where my forces are, by the way. They're all up here. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, well, never mind. It's fine. We got a pretty decent amount of kills. We only got 13? It feels like I got so many more kills than 13. Oh, well, never mind. There you go. We did sustain quite a few casualties, unfortunately, but they all just random units. Random smattering of people. Shouldn't be too bad. That is not too bad at all. Let's take these prisoners right here, and then we can now move on. I have 271, as you can see right there. 271 out of 305. That's a pretty decent amount of people already. And also, obviously, as we are going to be taking this, we're going to be switching over our culture too. And that's going to make a big difference too. So let's have a look here. Try to force the settlement to join a culture. Yep, there we go. We'll do that. It was unsuccessful. Look at that. It was actually unsuccessful. That's really bad. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm actually not entirely sure. What determines when they switch? What determines the likelihood of them actually switching? I have no idea. But we're going to be selling a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see, 26,000 right there. And obviously, we're doing really, really well in terms of cash. I don't think I even need cash anymore. It feels to me like I'm very much doing fine with that. And that's just purely because of, obviously, roguery skill and being able to just fundamentally take all these people prisoner all the time. We're going to go for Helping Hands, like I said before in the previous episode. Helping Hands is amazing, and we're going to be taking it every single day of the week. And yeah, apart from that, well, there isn't really much more for me to do here. I do have athletic skill to level up. Yeah, I mean, I need to just do more sieges and just fight more stuff. As you can see, we got loads of level ups. Look at this. Oh, a massive amount of level ups right there. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, so we have struck them pretty deeply here. And you can see this is what's happening with Gondor and how they are doing versus Harad. And they are actually doing a very, very nice job. Unfortunately, it feels as though... Wait a minute. Yeah, no. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, rebels are taking over. Maybe not rebels, but a handful of clans from Mordor are actually trying to fight back from inside there. That just goes to show that you should really just finish off your opponents as much as possible. You can see here though that Rune is 100%. They are so dead. They are so dead. I mean, literally, look at them. They have just been completely and utterly destroyed. I cannot wait to actually see what happens when the elves are done with their conquering of Rune, because I'd love to see what actually happens when they come down here. It's funny that they are being so systematic about it as well. I feel like they are very impressive. That's something that is very, very, shall we say, unusual. I feel like that's quite unusual with the AI. Usually the AI is a little bit indecisive, you know, a little bit indecisive. Sometimes they're like, oh yes, we must do exactly this. And other times they just go from one decision to the next without really having any real clue about what they're doing. So yeah, as you can see that, look at that. They have just literally taken that town almost instantly. And we have got this guy right here who is attempting to take this. We're going to have to deal with him. I actually want to fight on... I want to fight on foot so badly. Oh, they... Huh. They just took that, as you can see. I was actually waiting a little bit of time because I thought, oh, you know what? I'd kind of like to wait until my forces are back on their feet. Yeah, what a good idea that was. What a wonderful idea that I had. Yes, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Yes, that was a big mistake. Actually, you know what? It's not even a mistake. You know why? It's not even a mistake. Because we're good. You know why? We're good. Because what we're going to do now is we're just going to set up this. This guy's not going to come in here, for sure. Yeah, as I thought. Yeah. I knew he was. I knew he wasn't, you know, made of sterner stuff, as they say. And, yeah, what I'm going to do is we're going to go straight on in here with 450. The walls are still down. They haven't had an opportunity to repair them or anything like that. So we are literally just going to go straight on in. And all we're going to do is we are going to play hyper defensively. I know that sounds really, really weird considering the fact that we are obviously attacking, right? But just wait and see. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, these guys, I don't think they have any catapults, do they? Oh, they do have 2. Oh, no. That's really bad. I can only hope that they're not going to do too much damage with them. This is going to be very, very harsh for us. Okay, so I'm basically just telling my forces to hold position. Well, not hold position, but follow me. And then what we're going to do... put them into a square. And we are going to... Hello. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over here? I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. He's running around the side. I really wish my forces would not have gotten hit there. It would have been amazing. And also me getting hit by this thing. Ah, actually, I can just go in here. This is pretty good. Oh, yeah, this is actually really nice. Wait a minute. We could do some pretty cool stuff here. I basically just want my forces to stay out of the way. I do not want them to get murdered by the catapults. That's the primary desire right now. Okay, here we go. Ah, this is... Ooh, can I jump? Jump! No! Oh, I really wanted to jump there. Oh, well, never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay, let's do something like this. And we're actually just going to go like so. And all we're going to do is we're just going to try and get as much athletic skill as I can. And maybe... Wow, this is probably not going to work, but we are out of the way, out of the... No, they're using rocks on us. Look at my HP. Did you see how much damage I just took? Yeah, they're using rocks on us right now. This is so bad. I have a bad feeling I'm going to die here. And I'm not going to get that much athletic skill either. Oh, so sad. I mean, we would have been able to level it probably to at least 260 here. This would be insanely nice if we could just make it work. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time. You know what? I'm wondering, can I get out of here? Yeah, I can, kind of. Oh, we're being attacked from behind. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's actually see if I can move my forces back here like this. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Okay. Now let's move them over here. We are taking way too much damage. That's just a fact. Way too much damage. This is a really... Wow, he's got a cool shield. Do you see that? He's got like an arm blocking device of some kind. I don't know what to call it. So arm blocking device is what I came up with. Yes, very good. Okay, so let's actually see if we can do something a little bit different here. Let's try and switch positions, because that's going to throw the opponent off a little bit. Obviously, it is going to throw us off as well. We've lost literally so many people in comparison to the opponent. It's very bad. I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to play this otherwise. The enemy just has so many troops. I mean, look at this. They have 211 on the field, which is pretty crazy in itself. And look, we've got nothing here. Look at this. There's no people here. And I've just gotten shot. Of course I have. Yeah, they're not going to do much here. Unfortunate. Oh, well, never mind. I think we should probably go somewhere else until these vassals have left, and then we'll come back here and just swoop in and take it. It looks as though we've had a very, very large faction be eliminated. I'm actually not entirely sure. Did I get rid of the notification yet? No, I don't think so, right? I think we're going to see that Rune has now been eliminated. Yep, there they go. That was insanely fast. I gotta say, I feel like Thranduil has completely just taken over. He has just completely taken over. It's actually crazy. Anyway, yeah, we'll go for combat movement speed. Fleet of foot, really, really nice. I don't really care about the minus 10% shields. That doesn't really, yeah, that doesn't really do much. And indeed, we're going to go straight on in. I don't really care about the garrison here either. I am just going to try and level up my athletic skill as best as I can while taking the fief. Obviously, this is indeed one of Umbar's other fiefs, and we're going to return to the other one when their vassals have left. This is, in my opinion, the best strategy to take in this case, because we really don't want to be bashing our heads against the proverbial wall, or shall we say, maybe even the literal wall at this point. It's probably not going to work out too well. So, yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a problem here, potentially. Oh, nice hit! Wow, I'm actually surprised I made a hit right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Oh, nice. Another nice hit. Very, very good. Okay, and we got my forces literally coming in here. We are walking through them right now, doing massive damage, actually. Massive, massive damage. And they are actually going to be running away at this exact moment. This is perfect. And we can maybe even do some damage. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We can maybe do some damage. Let's charge. Charge through them. Try to charge through them at the best, best time we can. I mean, really, this is the best time. Come on now. Shields up. And try not to get completely swarmed. I'm a little bit worried about this. No, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. No, this is okay. This is absolutely fine. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Now, all we need to do is just need to be very, very careful about any potential headshots. It seems to me like we are taking a lot of damage from random enemy archers. And, oh, hello. Okay, I can maybe do some damage here. Ooh, pretty nice. Maybe we can do a bit more. A little bit problematic that we are down here. But I guess it's not bad. I mean, the archers could just literally shoot me in the face right now if they wanted to, so I'm not not entirely convinced that our positioning is good here, but what else can I do apart from literally just do massive damage to these fellows as and when they are in range? We're doing pretty good here. We might be able to do something. And I'm talking about we might be able to get some more athletic skill. I have 250 right now. 250 is pretty decent, not too bad. Oh, we do have some other archers over here. Okay, let's see if we can... I'm going to use my one-handed this time. You're not going to shoot me in the face, sir. Not like that. Is he serious right now? What is he doing? Did you see that? he literally decided to just be like, oh yes, I'm just going to stand here and let this fellow murder me. That sounds like a particularly good idea, doesn't it? Okay, so wait a second. Do we have any other... Oh no, it seems as though the opponent is only in this section of the keep. Is that true? Apparently that might actually be true. Yeah, no, that does seem to be true. Okay, very, very surprising. I would have expected them to be basically all over, but nope. That is... Wow, yeah, we are hunting them down. We are hunting them down very, very literally in the streets right here. And I'm basically just going to let my forces do their own thing. We're going to get some nice more medicine skill. Obviously, Doctor's Oath is definitely coming in handy here as well. Because bear in mind, every single time we do damage to an opponent and they actually get knocked unconscious, we are getting medicine skill from Doctor's Oath. And that is insanely powerful, especially for leveling up. You know, very early on. Once you get to 75, obviously, that's the way to go. Anyway, yeah, we can indeed take these people prisoner once again if we want to, and then we can sell them in the tavern. Bear in mind, obviously, I haven't really starved these guys out, but we have taken down the walls. So we could try to force them to join us. This was successful. Okay, this was actually successful. That's pretty good. It's actually okay that we let the other fief get taken, or shall we say... it got taken. I mean, we didn't let it get taken. It just kind of happened. You know. Anyway, the point is, now that that's happened, we could potentially get another chance to take it and convert the culture. So, you know, in a situation where you really desperately need the culture to be yourself, you know, to be your own culture that you really, really want, you could theoretically just let the opponent take it. You could just let the opponent take it, and then it gives you another opportunity to retake it, and then do the culture conversion. So there is the possibility that you could just employ that as a method to change the culture of various fiefs, because that would very much increase the chances of basically having no rebellions whatsoever, which I personally think is very, very good. I think that would be insanely good, insanely strong, actually. But yeah, you know, I mean, obviously the AI doesn't really like to take any of those loyalty-based policies, which I personally really, really like, but they don't, of course. Yeah, so Barazon is the only other one. Let's actually just have a look here. 52. Okay, if that comes under siege, we will be returning there as soon as possible. I'm going to be taking Ignore Pain. Ignore Pain, one of the best perks in the game right there, as it does provide our forces with much-needed defensiveness and a lot of extra protection. Let's actually... Ooh, wait a minute. 310. They only have 310 people in the garrison here. Oh, hello. Who are you, sir? Oh, okay. This is UMBAR. Okay, very strange. Well, it looks as though we're going to be doing a little bit of a field battle. I certainly wasn't expecting this, but we will be doing it. Yes, we will be going in here, and we will see. It's a little bit dark. Yeah, not a terribly big fan. Oh, I think you can probably see relatively well. Okay, I can see relatively well, but hopefully you can as well. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna just get our forces like so. Put these guys like this. We're gonna put them into a shield wall formation this time. Last time around, we went in a bit of a unorthodox manner and went for a bit of a loose formation. It worked really, really nicely, but I believe that was probably because, as someone actually mentioned in the comments, the opponent has mostly slashing polearms, and that could be the reason why they were very ineffective when it came to penetrating the lines, because obviously in these cases that means that the opponent is probably going to try for those slashing attacks, and trying for the slashing attack does require you to be kind of parallel to the opponent when you're attacking them, and that does make a big difference in a loose formation. You know, loose formation is definitely going to be much easier for us rather than the enemy. The enemy is going to have some difficult times ahead of them then, if they're doing slashing, obviously. But if they're doing thrusting polearms and they're couching and stuff like that, I feel like that's probably going to be extremely damaging for us, because then they can just charge straight through us. Potentially, they could potentially do that. But yeah, I don't know. It depends. It depends. I felt like it was actually very, very cool. Obviously, I mean, you got to bear in mind that the enemy does have very, shall we say, low tier. I don't know. I don't think they're low tier as such, but I think generally, I believe that these factions are not fully fleshed out yet. Obviously, this is again a mod that is early in development, and yeah, I mean, we've only seen the elves gain an update very recently, the Gondorians as well gaining an update, and they're major factions right there, you know, they're very, very major factions. And UMBAR and Harad, they're, of course, just about implemented, and indeed, they're not refined in any way. They're not refined yet. So we have to remember that when we are looking at their stats and we're looking at what they're capable of. Right now, I feel like they're actually pretty good. I mean, you can see here that they're putting up a pretty big fight. I mean, they did when we were trying to retake UMBAR Haven. It was actually extremely difficult for us to do anything in that situation. So I was kind of surprised. But it just goes to show that, you know, despite it being it should have been kind of easy, right? Despite it, you know, maybe being, an easy siege, we can still lose it. You know, we can still lose it because, you know, the enemy has too many people, or they sandbag us in some way, you know, because they totally sandbagged us in that small bottleneck. And they even came in from behind, so their strategy was much, much better than what we had going on. And you can see here, look at this. Look at the amount of... he's got so many auxiliary recruits that these fellows just have no idea what is going on. They are just getting absolutely massacred. It's very, very surprising. Okay, so yeah, apart from this, I feel like we should be pretty good to just zoom. Let us zoom ahead. And that's it. There you go. There's the victory. We ended up losing literally no one. This is the funny thing. This guy, right? These two people, they decided to go into a battle against us. We did not decide to attack them. So they basically just threw themselves at us right here. And, well, this is what they got. This is what they got. So, yeah, I guess we don't really have to worry about it too much, because that was a nice, fun victory for us there without too many issues. As I say, in field battles, I would love to be able to get off my horse and actually do some damage on foot, because that's going to provide us with so much more experience for the skills that we really do want to level up. Athletic skill and, well, to a lesser degree, one-handed skill. One-handed skill is very, very good to level up, obviously, because it is going to provide us with... it's going to provide us with another ignore pain type skill, which provides us with armor and additional protection and stuff like that, as far as I remember, doesn't it? Let me actually just take a quick look at that. The saving is obviously going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so let's have a look. Yes. Wait, no, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't actually provide us with anything like that. Oh yeah, it does. Never mind. Unwavering defense. That's what I'm talking about right here. Look at how crazy good this is. If nothing else, if you're not actually planning on using one-handed as a main source of damage, if nothing else, just go for 225. You know, just go for the 225 and actually just get unwavering defense plus 10 hit points to infantry in your party. It is amazing. And then obviously, if you wanted to, you could go for Prestige 2, which would provide you with plus 15 to your party limit, which is also extremely, extremely useful. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to move on to UMBAR Haven here. We'll see what happens. I'm actually, as I say, I'm actually kind of surprised that some people wanted to attack us here. Who do we have going on here? We have loads of Gondorians. What are they actually deciding to do? Ah, they're going back to Barad-dûr. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That is kind of good for us. There is a vassal in there now. Well, that's not particularly good, is it? Actually, you know what? I think they're going to sally out, aren't they? I feel like they're going to sally out. What do you think? I think they probably will. What? Minas Tirith was taken? Or was that a rebel? Was that a rebel thing? I think that was probably a rebel thing. Okay, well, whatever the case, I'm going to wait here for about 10 days. I have 274 days. Are you serious? I have that much food? Okay, I apparently need to get rid of some food because I have 274 days worth Alright, so we actually took down the walls, and indeed we have starved out the garrison, which is absolutely amazing. So as you can see right here, every single one of them has been knocked out. Unfortunately, because this guy is in there, he's making things a little bit less clean than I'd like. Because otherwise, you know, if he wasn't here, I could literally just go straight on in. I could waltz through the walls and through the doors and just have a grand old time. But we are just going to go in for the auto-resolve here and immediately take him down. There's no reason not to. It's just way too simple, right? Way too simple. So we have loads of level ups. As you can see, we have 52. Are you serious? Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. Let's try to force it to our culture. Yes, there we go. We were actually successful this time around, which is even better. That means that this is now Gondorian, so whoever decides to get it in Gondor's, you know, rights to basically just, you know, sign it away to someone, they can literally just get so much benefit now because they have the loyalty increase. You know, I mean, it's not going to be a loyalty decrease. That's the whole point, you know, so yeah, it really makes a huge difference. Barad-dûr has actually been taken. As you can see, Mr. Denethor is going to be getting it. I'm probably just going to try to vote for this guy just to increase my relation with someone else. We've got 80 with him anyway, so it's perfectly fine. We've actually done some very, very nice work in repairing our relations with a lot of different vassals as well. It's making a big, big difference. UMBAR Haven might actually get taken again, but I don't know whether I really mind about that too much, because generally I am just very much wanting to try my best and eliminate UMBAR as it is. If it does get taken, then that's absolutely fine, because I'm going to be working on something else in the meantime. As you can see right here, oh dear, this guy, wow, they have 858 here. This may in fact be a sally out situation. I'm going to assume that he's probably going to try to sally out. If he does... No. Okay, wait. This is bad. Okay, this is very, very bad. We do not want to get attacked. Even though this fellow only has... He has literally 525 auxiliary recruits. This guy is going to outnumber us so dramatically that he will definitely bring the garrison. He's definitely going to bring the garrison here. And I'm actually surprised. Did he go and take UMBAR Haven already? No, he hasn't taken that. Slime Tower is also... Silmi, not Slime. Silmi Tower is over there. So the question is... Are we going to have the opportunity to take this? Or are we going to have to wait until they attack? I think we might have to wait until they attack. The funny thing is, there isn't that many... There's not much food in there. There isn't much food in there. So we would be technically able to do this very, very nicely. I am going to wait... I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time. I'm not going to besiege it just yet. I'm just going to wait here a little bit. Make sure that we are having the opponent be a bit far away, or as far away as possible. It seems like we apparently got defeated. Apparently Gondor got defeated by something. It's kind of a bit strange. Usually Gondor is just absolutely untouchable at this point. But apparently someone managed to defeat us. Okay, let's try and do this. I'm assuming the army is relatively close by, so I am going to have to leave once again, and we have to be a bit careful because there is a vassal inside here, and that vassal can chase us down very fast. And indeed, yeah, there he is. Okay, so unfortunate that the AI is being so one-dimensionally, you know, one-dimensional with their thinking right now. It would have been very, very nice if they could have gone over to UMBAR Haven first. Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be very... do you think we could... You know what? Let me just take a quick look here. They have 525. I mean, really, I think we could do this. What do you think? What do you think, friends? Do you think we can do this? I think we can do this. Let's try it. Let's go. Hello there, sir. Hello there. You have boiled your last egg, sir. All right, let's do this. 900 versus 285. 900. This is gonna be pretty dicey. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna lose. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna lose. I highly doubt it, but we can try. We can very much try. Let's see what happens here. So we're gonna go for something like this. Shield wall. Yeah. We'll try to spread out our archers as best as we can. Yeah, let's put them around about there, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of our current positioning here. I'd like to spread out our forces more. I guess this is kind of good. Okay, yeah, we'll do something like that. Then we'll just tell our cavalry to follow us. Okay, so first of all, let's see if we can do a little bit of scouting. Alright, so it feels to me like we are actually going to win this, I think, maybe, I don't know. I mean, we're kind of in a situation where we're doing very, very nicely right here. I mean, we're not losing that many troops, right? Oh, we actually did lose quite a few. We did lose quite a few right now. If I can just continue attacking like this, not dying, you know, just bear in mind that obviously this very much relies on me not dying, because the auto-delegation is going to kill us. The auto-delegation would literally have us lose probably almost immediately. Whoa, 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 careful, careful, careful. Okay, we do not want to take any more damage. Thanks very much. Let's actually just move our forces around about here. How many? We've killed 450 only. We've got, what is it, 900 to kill? I think this is 900 still. Kind of harsh. Let's get these guys over here. Put them here. The archers. Get them onto that small little hill there. How many cavalry do we have? Very, very few. Gonna have to use them a little bit sparingly here. Don't really want to lose them. They do provide us with a lot of army strength, and that could have an impact on the opposing forces' morale. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's taken into account, to be honest. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, let's see if we can do something here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we just need a couple more of those, and we could potentially force them. Okay, I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge. No, 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 no. Cavalry, thank you. There we go. Now we can tell them to charge. Okay, don't really want to get killed here if I can help it. I'm just going to try to get as many multi-kills as possible. That's literally all I'm trying to do right now. Multi-kills every single time I attack. I'm aiming for at least 2 kills if I can. Obviously, sometimes you hit a shield or someone's blocking, or you know, you miss, I don't know, sometimes. Then, you know, then that's obviously not going to work. But if you can, always try to get a multi-kill. As long as you're using the same mods I am, you should be able to hopefully do that. And let's, you know what? I'm actually going to go aggressive here. Let's go aggressive. My archers are in a really, really good position right now. I'm having a bit of a problem with the archers, though. They are getting assaulted a bit from the side here. But the archers are really good. They should be a lot better than these troops. These UMBAR troops are not good. Okay, they're very low. They're very low level, you know? They're very low level. That means we should be able to take care of them with minimal problems. More multi-kills is what we need. We need to force them into a potential retreat. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do here. We're going to continue moving forward. We need to continue pressing the advantage as much as possible. And we'll see if we can maybe do that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Even if I do damage with just my horse, that is enough. That's good enough. As long as I don't die, that's all that matters. He says as he wades in there and almost dies. I literally almost did just die there. Almost got hit. Even though these fellows are low level, they can still deal damage, as we've seen. We can, you know, still take damage from them. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. There we go. Maybe we can do something here. There we are. And maybe, just maybe, we might see it. Yeah, no, 700. I mean, I think they're basically done. The entire reason why I was a bit afraid of these fellows to begin with is just purely because of the many cavalry that they had, and obviously the numbers in general. Because despite their cavalry being mostly mercenary forces, as we know, that's not really going to be that effective. They are still going to be good at all kinds of disruption, harassing people, and as you've no doubt seen, I mean, look at our forces. We've lost quite a few people, despite the opponent having literally 500 tier 1s. I think these are tier 1s at least. And that really makes a big difference. I mean, think about it, you know? These guys had primarily tier 1 units. If they had anything more than just these auxiliary recruits, we would be in trouble. We would be in huge amounts of trouble. We would just, we would have so many issues. It would just be crazy. So yeah, this really does just go to show that tier makes a massive difference. And obviously the fact that the opponent did decide to just kind of charge into us, kind of ish, but they didn't make as many mistakes that the AI tends to make, which is obviously, you know, charging their cavalry in immediately, because their cavalry was actually really good. They were very controlled about how they acted, how they commanded their cavalry was very good. It made it so that we were very scarcely able to do too much. As you can see right here, there we go. That is indeed a victory for us, and all the opponents are now running away, and that's it. Wow, we got 147 renown. That is amazing. Look at that. And we did actually end up taking 15 deaths. But overall, that was really good. That was really good. And now we can take these guys prisoner, which obviously is fantastic. Basically, taking these guys prisoner makes the upcoming siege almost, I'm not sure if I could say, I don't know whether I could call it a no-brainer, but it is going to be a lot easier than it would have been otherwise. Very much easier. Now, what we're going to do after this very quickly as well is we're literally going to be checking. I want to check UMBAR's units, because obviously, here's the thing. They're, as I said before earlier in the episode, they're not done, they're not finished, they're, you know, basically, you know, just very basic implementation right now of the UMBAR and Harad factions, and they're obviously going to be worked on later on. But now, here's the thing. I want to see what they're like right now, because I feel like they're actually pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm playing their battles wrong or something like that. But they always seem to be very effective, and it could just be, as I say, it could just be me, my thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking all wrong. I don't know. But we're gonna take a look. UMBAR. Actually, wait, no, not kingdoms. Troops. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna take a look. UMBAR. Where would they be? Up here? Oh, okay, they're up here. It's not alphabetical. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you can see here. All right, so these guys, let me actually just, okay, so they're all separate units by the looks of things. Yeah, no, never mind. They're not all separate. Okay, wait. So if we look at the Royal Knights, these are the tier 6 cavalry that you could see them using. They're actually really good, as you can see right here. I feel like they're really good. They have nice armor. They're using Gondor spears right now. Obviously, just ignore that, you know. As I said, these guys are literally just, you know, basically implemented right now, and they will be expanded upon. Oh, now these guys, these fellows have 250 in crossbows. No wonder these fellows actually hurt. And look, they've got really good damage too from the crossbows. Yeah. So these fellows are looking very impressive even now, and they're not even finished. That just goes to show, you know. That just goes to show. And there's, as you see here, you can level these guys up into those. And these fellows, yeah, these fellows are looking really nice too. And these have spears as well. Yeah, looking very impressive despite only being, you know, very minimally implemented right now. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.